Seasons change. They come and go. Winter is giving way to spring, or at least I hope it is. And eventually, it will in turn give way to summer. The same goes for our lives. Seasons of difficulty give way to seasons of growth. Seasons of joy give way to seasons of tears. Seasons of stress give way to seasons of rest. Some of those seasons are exactly what we want, but many of them aren't. Not at all. We lose loved ones, siblings, and parents, and children, and spouses, and friends. We get cancer and get into accidents, and we have heart attacks and strokes. We lose jobs, and we have stressful jobs, and we have pressure from so many different directions. These are all seasons of life that most of us would rather avoid if we could. They have challenges in them, sure, but they also have opportunities. And we also know that these seasons too will pass, giving way to something else. And that something else will also have its own challenges and its own opportunities. And these seasons have layers because the people around us have seasons too. It's generally impossible to see what kind of season it is for the other person in our lives. We're not inside of them. They're obscured by any number of things. You have to ask. You just have to ask to know truly how another person is doing and be open to the answer. And they're not going to be in the same place as you. They have their own challenges and their own opportunities. And those challenges and opportunities will also, in turn, give way to others as well. And I think our job, when these seasons come and go, is to be open to what God is placing in our lives, open to what God is doing, open to Christ's pushing and prodding and pulling and encouraging, open to Christ's will and desires and purposes for our lives. All of them. Because I firmly believe Christ is at work in us, and through us, at work in the rest of the world. Do you know the very best way to live into the different calls on our lives in the different seasons? It's at once simple and very challenging, preparing ahead of time, with God's help, of course. Preparing for those seasons, whatever may lie ahead. Being honest with ourselves about the challenges that we have in our lives in the moment, and open with God about our need for help. That helps us be ready. Acknowledging the places where we have failed helps us move forward into places where we can succeed with God's help. In the comfort of Christ's grace, owning up to the moments where we miss the mark, all of that helps us be prepared for whatever may come, whatever seasons are ahead, both life-giving and life-draining seasons. Next week begins the season of Lent, and I hope you'll join me. But for now, peace be with you.